President of India Draupadi Murmu addressed a program organized by the National Human Rights Commission in New Delhi to mark Human Rights Day on Tuesday. Addressing the gathering, President Murmu emphasized that human rights are a practical tool for empowering people. Human Rights Day is being observed across the globe on December 10. The theme for this year is Our Rights, Our Future, Right Now. India's External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar met the American Jewish Committee delegation on Tuesday. The leaders discussed India-US bilateral partnership and the developments in West Asia. On his visit to Bahrain, Jaishankar interacted with the Indian community on Monday and thanked diaspora for their contributions in deepening India-Bahrain friendship. India's Defence Minister Rajnath Singh met his Russian counterpart Andrei Belousov in Moscow on Tuesday. Belousov underlined the enduring friendship between Russia and India, emphasizing the mutual trust between the two nations. Rajnath Singh laid wreath at the tomb of a soldier in Russia's Moscow during his visit. He also interacted with the Indian community and celebrated the strong cultural ties and contributions of Indians abroad. The 6-year tenure of Reserve Bank of India's Governor Shaktikant Das came to an end on Tuesday. In a press conference, he thanked everyone for their support and good wishes. Shaktikant Das also extended his warm wishes to his successor Sanjay Malhotra and showed confidence that next RBI Governor has a vast experience and will do his best. First Sherpa Finance and Central Bank deputies meeting began in Johannesburg on Monday. India G20 Sherpa Amitabh Kant also attended the 4-day meeting. Ruckus by the members of opposition in both houses of the Parliament of India led to adjournment of the houses for the day. Expressing concern over undignified demonstrations in the Parliament premises, Lok Sabha or the lower house Speaker Om Birla urged the members to maintain decorum and set an example for the nation. Ports, Shipping and Waterways Minister Sarbanand Sonowal introduced the Merchant Shipping Bill 2024 in the lower house. In the upper house or the Rajya Sabha, Minister of Health and Family Welfare JP Nadda moved the motion for election to the AIIMS Rishikesh and AIIMS Deoghar. Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla, along with other members of Parliament, paid floral tributes to C. Rajagopalachari on his birth anniversary. On Tuesday, he was an independence activist and the last Governor General of India. Former Chief Minister of Indian State of Karnataka S.M. Krishna passed away at his residence on Tuesday at the age of 92 after suffering from prolonged illness. India's top leaders expressed condolences. Sri Lanka's President Anura Kumara Dissanayake will embark on an official tour to India from December 15. He will engage in discussions with India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi and other high-ranking officials. Civil society members carried out a protest march to the Bangladesh embassy in India's national capital Delhi on Tuesday against the attacks on Hindus and human rights violations in Bangladesh. A bus accident in Mumbai claimed 7 lives with 49 others injured who are currently under treatment. Among the injured are 3 police personnel. Indian benchmark indices ended on flat note on Tuesday. At close, the Sensex was up about 1 point at 81,510 and the Nifty was down about 9 points at 24,610. The Indian rupee ended at fresh record low at 84.85 against US dollar on Tuesday versus previous close of 84.73. Gold futures maturing on 5th February 2025 were priced at 77,510 rupees per 10 grams on the multi-commodity exchange. Silver futures for 5th March 2025 maturity stood at 94,849 rupees per kg on the MCX. The Indian government has significantly increased its subsidy disbursements in the current fiscal year, so far surpassing the amount spent in the last 2 years. Google has unveiled a new quantum computing chip touting it as a significant breakthrough, bringing practical quantum computing closer to reality. South Korean shares rose more than 2% at 2,412 on Tuesday, rebounding sharply from a 13-month low. Boeing has resumed production of its 737 MAX jetliner after the conclusion of a 7-week strike that disrupted operations. Shares of chipmaker Nvidia fell 2.5% after China's market regulator said it had opened an investigation into the company over suspected violation of the country's anti-monopoly law. China's exports grew at a slower pace in November, while its imports shrank unexpectedly ahead of US President-elect Trump's tariffs. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu took the witness stand for the first time on Tuesday, denying allegations against him and has pleaded not guilty. He has been charged for bribery, fraud and breach of trust. Syrian rebel leader Abu Muhammad al-Jolani met with outgoing Prime Minister Mohammad al-Jalali on Monday to coordinate a transfer of power. Turkey President Recep Tayyip Erdogan has announced the reopening of a border crossing to allow Syrian refugees to return home. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said that Israel was taking measures to head off any threat that could emerge in the fallout of Syrian President Bashar al-Assad's overthrow. Many European nations, including Germany, France, Austria and several other Nordic countries, said on Monday they would freeze all pending asylum requests from Syria. US Secretary of State Antony Blinken warned that Islamic State will try to use this period to re-establish capabilities in Syria, but said the United States is determined not to let that happen. Russia has announced that the war in Ukraine will continue until President Vladimir Putin's objectives are achieved, stating that no negotiations are currently taking place because the Ukrainian side refuses any talks. Speaking on the lowering the draft age for Ukrainian soldiers, President Volodymyr Zelensky emphasized on equipping and training existing brigades rather than compensating it with the youth. Taiwanese Defense Ministry said that China is deploying its largest Navy fleet with nearly 90 Navy and Coast Guard ships and 47 military aircraft in the region. South Korean Parliament has passed a bill to request special counsel to investigate martial law case. In Georgia, protests following the government's controversial decision to delay the former Soviet country's bid to join the European Union entered 12th day. Britain Foreign Secretary David Lammy has said that it will limit engagement with the Georgian government and restrict defense cooperation. Haiti's Prime Minister's office strongly condemned the killing of around 180 people after attacks that an NGO said were ordered by a gang leader who suspected his child had been made ill using witchcraft. United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres condemned gang violence and loss of life in Haiti and called on the Haitian authorities to conduct a thorough investigation. In the United States, more than 75 Nobel Prize winners have sent an open letter to the U.S. Senate opposing the nomination of Robert F. Kennedy Jr. for Secretary of Health and Human Services by President-elect Donald Trump. U.S. President-elect Donald Trump has nominated Indian-American lawyer Harmeet K. Dhillon as Assistant Attorney General for Civil Rights at the U.S. Department of Justice. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's government survived its third no-confidence vote in as many months on Monday, initiated by his main Tory rival. Pakistan's military has indicted retired General Faiz Hamid, former head of the Inter-Services Intelligence Agency, on multiple charges including engaging in political activities and misuse of official authority. Over 50 women and children were kidnapped by a gang of gunmen in a raid on Kaikindawa village in Nigeria's northwest Zamfara state, according to the police and residents. Brazilian President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva underwent a surgery in Sao Paulo to drain a subdural hematoma linked to a fall at home on October 19. All right, we are slipping into a very short break. On the other side, more stories. Keep watching Express News.
जिंदगी की हर छोटी बड़ी जरूरत के लिए आप जो सपने सजाते हैं, बस उसी उम्मीद को तो हम सहारा लगाते हैं। SIP आपकी सेविंग्स को आपकी खातिर काम पर लगाएगी। आज ही अपनी पहली SIP की शुरुआत करें। अधिक जानकारी के लिए अपने वित्तीय सलाहकार से परामर्श करें। LIC म्यूचुअल फंड द्वारा निवेशक शिक्षा की एक पहल।
म्यूचुअल फंड निवेश बाजार के जोखिम के अधीन है। योजना से संबंधित सभी दस्तावेजों को ध्यान से पढ़ें।
Geopolitics and trade deals, economic challenges amid development, hard work and the path to prosperity. It's the economy always. Between walkers, money is what money does and says. Supply creates its own demand. Between the bulls pulls and bears tears. When supply chains globalization and India rises to the podium. We'll get you centered with the economic brief at 8 p.m. every Thursday on DD India.
Welcome back. You're watching Express News. I'm Abhishek Mahajan. Some more stories. India is set to witness diverse weather conditions in the coming days. Weather officials predict rain, snowfall, dense fog and a drop in temperatures across different regions. Cold wave to hit Delhi, North India this week. People took refuge in night shelter homes amid the inclement weather conditions. India Met Department forecast a possible plunge to 6 degrees Celsius. The air quality in New Delhi remained in the poor category on Tuesday, with a thin layer of smog covering parts of the city and limiting visibility. Popular tourist destinations such as Kufri and Fagu in India's Himachal Pradesh turned into winter wonderland as it received season's first snowfall. Tourists were seen enjoying sports activities during snowfall in India's Solang Valley, where the entire area was blanketed with snow. India's northern state Kashmir also turned into a winter wonderland with fresh spell of snowfall. Gulmarg town was seen covered with thick layer of snow, creating a stunning spectacle for tourists. Jammu and Kashmir's Kathua city also received fresh snowfall. In light of the snow and slippery road conditions, authorities have issued travel advisories in various regions. A cold wave in India's Dal Lake has ushered in a variety of activities, resulting in the increase of tourist footfall. A layer of fog and mist engulfed the Dal Lake. Authorities ordered evacuations near the city of Malibu in the US state of California after wildfires broke out. With a rapid rate of spread, firefighters are on the scene. Ecuador's President Daniel Noboa said on Tuesday there will be no more power outages in the country starting December 20th. Climate change has led to an energy crisis in South American nation. In an attempt to reconcile people with books, a local print shop in eastern DR Congo is providing books to the younger generation. The print shop is hoping to make the books affordable for the youth. Books are generally expensive and considered a luxury in the conflict-hit Central African nation. The shop is hoping to address the issue by producing and selling books mainly by local authors at affordable prices. New York, Washington light up for the holiday season. A Rockefeller Center Christmas tree in New York and the US Capitol Christmas tree in Washington, D.C. are both lit up ahead of the holiday season. The holiday season is in full swing as the Rockefeller Center tree was lit up by 50,000 sparkling lights. Manila gears up for the upcoming Christmas festivities. Colorful lights and shiny decorations have begun adorning the capital region of the Philippines with 16 interlocked cities. Parks, roads and buildings in Manila are embellished with Christmas lights and holiday decorations. The Philippines starts celebrating Christmas as early as September. Japan also started preparing for Christmas season. Residents and visitors in Tokyo have been enjoying the festive cheer by visiting art installations and dazzling illuminations. Tokyo celebrates the festival by putting up sparkling lights on trees and displaying numerous light shows. This year's lineup showcased Nintendo's Super Mario Bros. With a 13-meter tall installation and Mario characters. Taipei welcomes Christmas with sparkling light displays and decorations. Pedestrians crowded decorations, shopping streets with the iconic Taipei 101 skyscraper towering above. Among the festive displays in Taipei, dogs and strollers stole the show, posing for pictures as their owners captured the moments. Customers flood markets in Shanghai as festive season approaches. Christmas markets in Shanghai have been drawing crowds of revelers looking for gifts, food and some holiday cheer ahead of Christmas. And markets in Shanghai were seen decorated with dazzling lights and colourful decorations featuring giant Christmas trees, Santas and a merry-go-round. The spirit of Christmas is in the air in Nigeria. Festive lights adorn the streets and buildings of Nigeria's Lagos. Illuminations at various locations in Lagos were lit up for the holiday season and residents came to enjoy them. Christmas decorations seen at major locations in Lagos will continue through until mid-January. Christmas lights and markets fill the city of Dubai with festive cheer at Madinat Jumeirah. A large Christmas tree lit up as Santa Claus accompanied visitors on a boat trip in the canal. London streets dazzle with light displays to mark the 2024 Christmas season. Lights across Regent Street, Oxford Square, Covent Garden and Soho shown throughout winter nights for tourists and locals to enjoy. India's leather and footwear industry makes a strong showing at Deflex Leather Expo 2024, eyes $350 million trade target. The largest leather products and footwear exhibition currently underway at Festival Arena, Dubai Festival City, saw the participation of 43 manufacturing exporters. Payal Kapadia creates history, scores 2 nominations for All We Imagine as Light at the 82nd Golden Globe Awards. She is the first Indian filmmaker to be nominated for Best Director. Indian actor Allu Arjun's action thriller movie Pushpa 2 continues to do exceptional business. The film's worldwide earnings has crossed 550 crore on the third day. The Russian Ministry of Culture have returned with the second edition of Russian Film Festival in India. It will be held at 2 venues, Delhi and Mumbai. Bollywood actor Akshay Kumar and director Doordarshan reunite after 14 years. The duo began shooting for a horror comedy titled Bhoot Bangla. Teaser for Gujarati film Umbaro is out. The film will hit the big screens on 24 January 2025. Bollywood stars Richa Chadda and Ali Fazal starrer Girls Will Be Girls bags 2 Independent Spirit Award nominations at Independent Spirit Awards. Makers of action-adventure film RRR have announced the documentary titled RRR Behind and Beyond. The documentary will trace an exclusive behind-the-scenes look at the film's making. In UEFA Champions League, Spanish giants Real Madrid will be up against Atalanta in Italy on Tuesday. German club Bayern Munich will take Shakhtar Donetsk in Gelsenkirchen in their Champions League fixture on Tuesday. Premier League leader Liverpool will be challenged by Spanish club Girona in a Champions League fixture tonight. Ahead of their encounter, Liverpool coach Arne Slot said he is impressed by Girona despite the Catalans' domestic struggles this season. Inter Milan manager Simone Inzaghi has praised Bayer Leverkusen's quality and form ahead of Champions League clash, saying his side will have to be at their best. Paris Saint-Germain manager Luis Enrique believes his side have what it takes to defeat RB Salzburg on Tuesday in a must-win game. According to reports, Manchester City's long-awaited hearing into 115 breaches of Premier League rules has concluded, but a verdict is not expected until 2025. The World Chess Championship between Indian teenage challenger D. Gukesh and Ding Liren of China will resume on Wednesday after his final rest day. Earlier in the 12th game, Ding Liren defeated D. Gukesh to tie the score at 6 points each. Malaysian coach Tan Kim He, who first brought together India's celebrated pairing of Satvik Sairaj Ranki Reddy and Chirag Shetty, will coach the doubles pair in his second stint till 2026. Pakistan will take on South Africa in the first of the three-match T20I series at the Kingsmead in Durban tonight. The Indian cricket team was seen putting in hard yards ahead of the crucial Brisbane Test with intense net sessions on Tuesday. India will look to avoid a home clean sweep when it faces Australia in the third and final Women's ODI on Wednesday. Arena Sabalenka received the WTA Player of the Year award for the first time after winning 2 Grand Slam titles and finishing 2024 at number 1 in the rankings. Indian men's football team has been drawn in Group C at 2027 Asian Cup qualifiers. They will face Hong Kong, Singapore and Bangladesh in their group matches. Defending champion India secured a dominant 5-0 victory over Malaysia in the second match at the Women's Junior Asia Cup in Muscat. Well, that's all we have in this edition of Express News. You stay tuned for more news and updates. Namaskar.